Hi. This is Gingersnap. I'm in Portland with Nick Schroeder. It's Schroeder, right?
Schroeder, it is.
All right, good. Like Schroeder.
Multiple times today, actually.
Today. Oh, sorry about that.
No, anyway, it's fine. I actually get used to it.
This is episode number 26. This is a conversation and a cookie with a creative Mainer. Today's creative Mainer is Dispatch magazine editor, an actor and director, and he's going to tell you he's doing a lot of creative things. Tell him a little bit about what you've been doing and what you're about to do.
Oh, from the start. We've got, I'm doing this magazine, the editor of this magazine, Dispatch, which recently has merged / been acquired by Down East magazine.
Really?
So, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's,
wow.
So that's, Dispatch had a history beforehand of like 4 years or so. Kind of a schizophrenic history, I like to think about it as.
Mm-hmm.
But so now it is what it is. I don't know how to describe it. Mm-hmm. But
it's a hybrid.
It's a hybrid of a lot of things, and we're redesigning it for the next issue, which is going to be coming out in a couple weeks with a sex-themed issue.
Oh, cool.
So
okay, it's a good way to start the year.
It is a good way to start the year.
2016. Yeah. Wow. And how can people find out more about Dispatch magazine? Other than seeing it everywhere.
Yeah, ideally it's everywhere in the city. It's very Portland centric. We try to keep it very Portland centric. Mm-hmm. But it is distributed around the state in some ways. There's also a website, dispatchmag.com.
Okay.
Hopefully word will get out on its own. Mm-hmm. Definitely like to use a mix of styles, trying to like push it in front of people's faces and also just like not irritate everybody, because media now is just a war of everybody saying like, look at me, look at me, look at me. Yeah. So try to be sensitive to that.
Yeah. All right. So Nick, what do you do? What's coming up for you with theater related?
Oh, theater stuff.
Yeah.
I'm in two theater companies. One is Lorem Ipsum, which is one that I founded with friends about 6 years ago. And we've had a slowish year because we're all found ourselves now in our early mid-30s with lives far different than they were when we started the company when we were all 26, 27. Jobs, families, babies, that sort of thing. Mm-hmm. So we're gearing up. We got a reading in this new Mecha series coming up soon, and possibly some more stuff for the fall. Mm-hmm. And then I'm in another company, Mad Horse, which has been around for like we're celebrating the 30th season right now.
Yeah, I've heard of been here.
So Mad Horse is based in South Portland, and I act and direct with them too. There's 2 shows. Do you know Brent Ascari?
No.
Brent Ascari is a fantastic actor and a fantastic playwright. Mm-hmm. His play Digby's Home is coming up in March, and it is a really lovely and very, very funny tale of a comedian who comes back home to his somewhere in New England Yankee family, trying to feel the respect that he didn't really feel growing up. I hope I'm not giving away too much of rewriting Brent's story.
No, it makes me very curious. Actually,
yeah, it's a great play, and I get to play like a real New England like small town toughie, which is going to be fun.
That's cool. Yeah, so if they want to find out what's going on, I imagine that both of those theater companies have websites.
Yeah.
Yep, okay.
LoremIpsumTheater.com and MadHorse.com. I think it's MadHorse.com. Yeah. I should know.
Where did the name come from for Lorem Ipsum?
Oh, great question. That is, it's Latin for like, it's like the Latin dummy text stand-in. So like when when there's like some dummy copy that you just want to use to fill in some text, it says like Lorem Ipsum Dolor Est, something like that.
Oh, okay.
And there's no proper meaning. It's nonsense. Although there is kind of a cult belief that I think like Lorem Ipsum does have some translation to something about sadness. So we were fine with that because we started the company.
We're fine with that.
It was middle of winter.
It's Maine. Yeah. Well, yeah. My Latin teacher is going. Please,
yeah, I know. Mine
really?
too.
Okay.
Mine too.
So, Nick, when did you first come to Maine and why?
Oh yeah, I grew up in Old Orchard Beach, so I was born into this state, just like that.
You just flew in.
Yeah, I flew here through this, and went to school at USM for a year. Then went to school at Sarah Lawrence in New York. Lived in New York for a bit, and then came back here about 7 or 8 years ago.
Nice. Wow. So you're a Mainer.
I'm a Mainer.
Yeah.
I'm a My mater who has also been away. Cause
Yeah.
I think that, you
gotta go away.
You gotta go away.
Yeah.
You went away? You were
I was born in D.C. and yeah. That's a long story. So, Nick, what is your first word? And if you don't know, what do you think it might have been?
Yeah. My first word, I don't know. I do know historically I've been told that milk was a word that I tried to pronounce early and mispronounced it very unsuccessfully. Yeah. Which I'll let viewers.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
I don't even know how I arrived to the mispronunciation because it seems, but I mispronounced it.
All right. Well, yeah. Later, you might be able to ask a family member if they know.
I know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, what was going on in my brain?
No. So my first word was cookie, which is one of the reasons why I like cookies, I think.
Oh my
and
God,
we're just gonna have this. Where's this from? This is from Rosemont Market.
Wow.
And yum. They have. So this is a ginger molasses, and it's very chewy. And yeah, we're gonna go ahead and eat it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I love it. There's little items in here.
Mm-hmm.
What is this? Seeds?
Well, look, there's ginger. It's real ginger.
Oh, it's actually ginger.
Real ginger, people.
That's real ginger. And there's a Rosemont right down the street from me now, which is
a new location, right?
A new location for them, which is almost going to ensure that my rent is going to go up exponentially very soon with the rest of the cities.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, it's fine.
But thank you, Rosemont. Really delicious.
Mm-hmm.
I've been asked by my siblings not to talk while I'm chewing, but...
Oh, no sibling has ever asked me to do that.
Sorry. You're off the hook.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Nick, did you have a car in your childhood or your young manhood that you loved, and if you could get back, you totally would?
Yeah. I'm excited about that question because definitively, yes. I was given a 1990 Geo Metro, a white Geo Metro.
I totally can't picture it.
It's a tiny, it looks like an egg. It's the smallest car. It was voted at the time least safe car in the country.
Oh, yay!
And it was made out of tin. It was terrible.
Least safe car.
Some dude I worked with when I was like 19 had a friend who got this job where he started making 60, 70K. And he told me he was going to, this guy who started making this money was going to like just joyride this car, his old car, into the river or something. Oh, God. And I was like, do not do that. I want the car. So he sold it to me for $150. I learned how to drive a stick on the way back from New Hampshire, driving it home. And then I had that car for years, and it was the best gas. It was like 50 miles a gallon. It took me, at the time, gas was $1 per gallon. Mm-hmm. So I could put $10 into that little machine and then drive to Baltimore, which I would do occasionally. Wow. Like I would just... it's very different now, I think, because it's a lot more expensive to just get up and go. Yeah. But
a Geo Metro. Mm-hmm. No one has said a Geo Metro yet.
Oh, yeah, I love it. So they also don't do well in New England.
Yeah, because they're just so light. They just spin around in the weather.
But the plus side of that is they're so light, they don't do any damage to anybody else's car.
Right.
It's just you.
You don't need insurance.
Right.
Oh, okay. Is there... I assume, like a lot of people who are in theater, if you will, that you're a good reader, that you love to read, or that you like to read. And so, is there a book that you have found yourself recommending a lot in the last several years? You can answer it any way you want. You can go farther back.
It's kind of an oddball one, but there's this book by a woman named Helen DeWitt called The Last Samurai, and I think it gets forgotten about because great cooking.
Isn't it? I know. And have you dipped it?
No. I feel like it's going to be messy. A lot of The Last Samurai is the name of a lot of things. Mm-hmm. It was a movie.
Right.
It's got nothing to do with that.
Famous movie. Yeah.
Right. So, but it's a really I don't know why I loved it. I can get into it a little bit, but it's just basically it's a single mom raising a kind of fantastically precocious child, and then she tries to come up with these these narratives about who her father was, and the child then tries to figure out each of these other fathers, he tries out these different samurai that he expects that he thinks would be his father. So it's a little like magical realist, but it's also really, really smart. And,
Oh, cool. I love. I'm reading something right now that I'm excited about, but as soon as I finish that, I'll check that out.
Yeah, she's great.
Okay, moving on to music. Is there a song, an album that when you sort of want to kind of get back into touch with who you are, if you're feeling kind of lost, or if you just feel like that's the album that I just keep going back to as sort of a leitmotif, touchstone kind of thing?
I think I definitely am an album guy. I really do appreciate the album. But to answer that question specifically, there are certain New Order songs, the band New Order, from they used to be Joy Division. There are certain songs of theirs. They're for some reason a really good singles band as opposed to an album band. And most of the older stuff from like the early days, like The Perfect Kiss and True Faith, and even Bizarre Love Triangle is a really good song. But a lot of those songs, Ceremony, and some of those songs for some reason hit. There's something very confirming and restorative about that.
I like that.
Just because,
confirming and restorative. Yeah.
Yeah. Like I feel like they're like kind of a punk band when they started, but then they also did a lot of drugs, made a lot of big started like basically rave scenes on their own, and so I feel like they've lived a lot of life, and their songs kind of.
What city did they come out? Did they come out of England?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
Birmingham, I think. No.
Birmingham.
Yeah. I'm blanking on that.
That's all right.
Manchester, sorry.
Manchester!
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yes. I have some friends from Manchester. All right. My favorite question. If a movie was made about your life, what genre would it be, and who do you think they'd cast as you? And also, who would you cast as you if you were doing the casting?
It's made today?
Sure, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, but you can set it in any time.
Oh, okay.
Call drama, if you like.
I think it would be like my sister watches a lot of political action thrillers, a lot of like good ones and a lot of bad ones.
Yeah, you gotta do both.
Yeah. So.
If you like a genre, you have to explore the bad and the good.
So I would say that just to get her to watch it, I would make it a political action thriller.
What's your sister's name?
Her name is Alexis, or Lexi.
Lexi.
Yeah.
You're going to watch this, so that you're going to also need to watch the movie
That's
made
true.
about. Well, you'll be in it, right?
She'll be in it too.
Yeah.
Of course.
Who will be cast as?
Probably Reese Witherspoon.
Oh, nice.
I think so.
She's nice.
I think they're really the great actress.
But you.
For me, it should be Wallace Shawn. That would be good.
Wow.
That would be. I'd love to see my life interpreted through
Isn't he great?
the prism of Wallace Shawn. And now I'm gonna have to name like a contemporary actor.
You are.
Which I don't really know a lot of them.
I have someone in my mind, and I wish I had thought about it before right this second.
I think like they probably would cast. Who's the probably
this is the part where you guys listen at home keep thinking.
Yeah, please.
And then you just type in once I post this. You type in, what are you kidding? Nick should be cast as, or so-and-so should be cast as Nick. So you can, you can vote on that. There's time, because the movie's not in development.
Danny DeVito. That's what I was saying. Danny DeVito.
Stop.
It's Danny DeVito. It should be Wallace Shawn, but instead it's Danny DeVito.
Not true. He's really tall, so that's not going to work. Okay, you be thinking about that.
Both are good actors.
Yeah, that is true. All right, well, this has been Gingersnap 26. Next week we have your friend. Tess.
Oh, Tess.
Yeah.
Tell her I say hello.
Yeah, I will. And so if they want to find out more about, just quickly do the websites again one more time.
Oh, yeah. Dispatchmag.com, also searchable. And then LauraMipsumTheater.com and Mad Horse.
Cool. All right. This has been Gingersnap. You've been Gingersnap, Nick.
I've been Gingersnap. Thanks so much.
Different?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. If you want to know more about me or my music, you can go to LisaRedfern.com. All right. This has been Gingersnap.